Have a quick look at the injury list, where everything is going. Currently, players that are going to be coming back in a few weeks, as I know we've got a few players that are coming back in a few weeks, and we've got a few players that are coming back at the end of the season, which is a bit unfortunate, but we're going to have a look at the injury list. So first off, Ethan Phillips is coming back this week. Knee injury, of course, set him back. He did play a couple games while he was fully fit. I remember him making his debut against Port Adelaide, which we don't really want to talk about that game too much. He played well, got some good marks in the back line, which is really what you want from him at the moment. The next one is Jack O'Sullivan, who is available from his hamstring injury. Not much really to say about Jack O'Sullivan. He hasn't played much or at all, I don't think. Yeah, but good to have him back into the squad. Sorry, I'm just... G'day Blaze, how are you going? Fearless Junior, Flag Hockey's on. Flag Hockey's so on, it is unbelievable. And do I read chat? Yes, I do read chat. I do. It's just I'm flicking screens. So is there, maybe there's a way I can... we'll just move this one over here. That makes it a lot easier. Max Random coming back with an ankle. He is on a fitness test though. Ankle injury for Max Ramsden wasn't very good. We really want to get games into Max Ramsden. We want him to be a ruckman that, you know, anywhere around the field he can dominate, taking marks on the half-back line, taking marks at the half-forward line. Just be a really dominant ruckman, similar to what we want like in a Max Gawn. We kind of want Max Ramsden to turn into that. So get some more games into Max Ramsden. I think now we got him, halfway through the year. 2 years ago now, I think. Or was it last year we got him halfway through the year? It might have been last year we got him halfway through the year. But it feels like we have had him in the squad for a while. Hasn't really had his fair share of injuries, but apparently he's trained well today and will train later in the week, and he's in line to be available this week. Well, Chad Wingard, speaking of Chad Wingard, he's on a test, and will I think he'll make the squad when he comes back? Yes, I do. Even if he's an emergency, I do think talent like that is wasted not being on the field. As much as Chad's been inconsistent, he's always shown something. He's always done his job. And I don't mind Chad Wingard. Like I actually really like him. Because we got him from Port Adelaide. But like we have seen him injured, because last year he bit his tongue in half. Like he's just had little injuries that have set him back along the way at Hawthorn. But I do think he will be in the squad. Fearless Junior, I don't know what you're saying. I do think he will make his way back into the squad, and definitely competing for the rest of this season for a spot in the squad. But our forward line is just developing so well. You do start to think maybe if there is a space for him, but I think that personally there is space for him. Now, Ned Reeves is coming back this week. Reeves hasn't really got much of a chance as he got the last 2 years due to Lloyd Meek coming into form. And I feel like Reeves had a lot of chances last year and the year before to make an impact. And he definitely did make an impact. But it's just unfortunate for him now that Lloyd Meek's sort of just taken over. He's completely dominating each week and playing really well. So we'll have to see how Ned goes. He's probably the future of our ruck at the moment. Him and Ramsden are the future ruckmen of our team. As you know, Meek, he's like 26. You know, he's played a fair few games, and of course he's still got 6 years minimum left. He's got about 8-9 years maximum. Oh, not even maximum. He could play way longer than that. But yeah, we'll have to see how he goes. Now, Cooper Stevens for an Achilles. Of course, newish sort of player to the club. Got him from the Cats. and looks like, as I'm reading right now, that he's going to be playing in the VFL this week, so a half of the VFL game this week. That's another thing as well. Players that won't get to go this week, who come back from injury, will 100% make it into the VFL side. And something that's next on the injury list that I'm really ecstatic for, Will McCabe, 1 week, and he comes into the side. Of course, he's been set back this year already with a back injury, and I'm so excited to see Will McCabe play. It's just like if spots are going to open. Antidote QT, thank you so much for joining the chat, mate. Who would you take out of the side for Wingard? Well, it's a tough decision, isn't it? It's a tough decision. I'm not too sure, to be honest. Yeah, it's a tough decision. I'm not too sure. He definitely deserves to have that spot, but like, you are right in the way that we have got a really strong forward line at the moment, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You sort of have to put that in, but just I really like Chad. I think he's a very skilled competitor. He's got that bloody just skill. The last year, spin moves, and I really like him. I think he's really good for the side, and good leadership as well. In a side where there, isn't too much leadership on field. Now there is but for a side last year where we really struggled finding leadership on the field, I thought he was very good in that position. But we also got to fit Lewis in. Well, that's another thing as well. As I said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I think Charlie's doing really well. I love Mitchie Lewis. He's probably, one of my top favourite Hawthorn players. He's always been my favourite Hawthorn player. I always loved how when Mitchie Lewis is in front of the ball, sprinting at it, he doesn't drop them. He really does not drop them. I've always loved that about Lewis. So athletic, but he just keeps finding himself on the injury list, which is really disappointing. But, he played in the VFL, kicked a goal, and got about 8 disposals, as we talked about last night. And, it's just going to be interesting to see how these players slot back into the side. We'll just have to see. It's good, though. As I said like 30 times last night, it's brilliant that we've got this much talent now at the club that we're struggling to fit in class players. That's a good sign. And though it might be sad, which it is in my opinion, it's pretty sad, that it's a good sign that we are struggling to fit in class quality players into this side, because we just got too many of them. Like players like Josh Ward, they could be getting a game, but yeah, we'll just have to see. Of course, Will McCabe comes back in a week, but we also do have 2 players on the injury list that we won't see for a really long time, and that is James Blank and Sam Butler. Now, I have a lot of hope for Sam Butler. What he's shown when he does play is actually really good. I really like him. Just really quick off the mark. Just kicks goals. And we love to see that in Sammy Butler. James Blank, I wouldn't say we're missing him, but it's just someone that you really enjoy to have back into the team. Of course, last year, he actually played really well. I really liked James Blank last year. He's really great in that backline position. And, it's surely being missed this year. But that is it for the injury update for tonight. Any comments or questions, please ask me them now. Literally anything. We can just have a chat about anything for a couple of minutes. But, injury-wise, I think we're going really well this year. We haven't picked up too many injuries. Sorry, I've just got to take this, sorry. Leave your comments below. Alright, back just from that. Just to take a phone call. Yep. I love Josh Ward. I hope he gets back into the side. Well, he's getting 34 disposals a game in the VFL. G'day, I'm Branded. Do you think we'll beat West Coast up in Perth? Well, if you want my opinions on that, please do watch the match preview that we streamed yesterday. But for now, I think we're just going to have to end there, guys. I'm really sorry to end this a bit short. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the injury update for this week. And we will see you very soon for the list reaction. So that's going to be coming out very soon in about, 1 or 2 days. We're going to see the list, and my reaction will be streamed live on the channel. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all later.